catalog to support that claim.
A
The
deep
other channels just
catalog.
couldn't
Oh my
compete
goodness, let's look at this catalog.
channel on television, and they definitely had.
Oh, what is it called? Like Bill and Mandy. That's this show, right? Got Scooby Doo. I see Batman. Yuck. I'm seeing Looney Tunes, Courage, Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Flintstone. This is Cartoon Network was such a hit, bro. I'm up on Twitch right now. Link is in the description, so you should come join. Because if you don't,
To support that claim. The other channels just couldn't compete. Like, sure, Disney and Nick both had their standout shows during the 2010s, but
Cartoon
nothing
Network
could
just
really
had
get on
more.
CN's level when it came to having a consistent output of bangers. However, that's not to say Cartoon Network didn't have a number of missteps throughout this era, because
Brand new Ben 10 starts.
bro, what is that? That's disgusting, bruh. That's disgusting. That look like AI brain rot, bro. That's a YouTube Shorts character right there. Oh my.
The 8th of October at 10.
people have talked about all of these shows at length for years
Johnny
now.
Test.
And just like the last video, I don't
Johnny
want to use
Test.
this video as an excuse to just parrot information and opinions that have been
George
floating around the internet for the past decade. No, I want to actually take an honest look at some of CN's most hated shows and see if my own thoughts have changed on any of them or if they really deserve the intense backlash they received in the first place. Now, I would first like to address the criteria for what makes a show hated, because even though I kinda did it last time, I still had a shocking number of people acting really surprised that certain shows were featured in the video. Basically, if a show has received a noticeable amount of backlash in the past, no matter how justifiable you personally think it may be, that counts as it being hated by a large group of people, or at least a loud group of them. However, this doesn't mean that a show that's overall poor
Uncle Grandpa, people like the show, people like that show, people like it. Oh, how many episodes of Uncle Grandpa did they even make, bro? How many episodes? How many episodes? How many episodes are in Uncle Grandpa? 156? That polluted a whole generation! Oh my gosh, bro. Some of y'all are actually cooked beyond repair. Y'all had 156 episodes of BS.
Gang 1 slit FR cheered. X100. Uncle Grandpa is such a W.
Ban him, bro. Ban him. How many episodes of Teen Titans Go is there? 420? Wow.
received can make the cut. Hate can mean a lot of things online, but I'd rather attribute it to hyperbolic backlash and anger rather than simply disliking something. This is why you'll see
fair.
Steven Universe later in this video, even though the reception towards it is positive overall, because the hate towards it is just that loud. Now,
Yeah, because the show is garbage. That's why the hate's loud.
before anyone asks, no, I will not be talking about the embarrassing CN Real era where they began making a bunch of live-action
CN
shows that
Real?
almost killed the channel, because I think they stray too far from being considered Cartoon Network shows, despite them being some of the most universally despised shows that ever
I don't
graced
know
the
what CN
network.
Real
I also
is.
just think they're really low-hanging fruit and there isn't really much to talk about beyond reality show bad. Anyway, I hope that's all crystal clear. Let's get on with the video. Oh, by the way, speaking of low-hanging fruit,
The reboot squad.
okay, just to get all of these out of the way, I'm bunching them all up together because it wouldn't be a proper video about hated Cartoon Network shows if I didn't
Am
talk
I
about them
seeing
in
a
some capacity.
twerking panda? Like, if it's not We Wear Bears, there's no need to be no need to have pandas in cartoons. Period, bro. Like, we don't need pandas. We don't need them unless it's We Wear Bears. That's the only excusable one.
Yesterday, Teen Titans Go, Powerpuff Girls 2016, Ben 10 2016, and Thundercats Roar.
Okay. Thundercats and Ben 10 are the most egregious out of all those four. Thundercats and Ben 10 100% are the most egregious. I remember when the original Thundercats were popping on TV and I didn't want to watch it, but at least look cool, but I just didn't feel like watching it. But that looks disgraceful. That looks like it got the Uncle Grandpa effect. That looks disgusting, bruh.
The unholy quadrilogy of internet seething. You will be hard pressed to find any
I'm
Cartoon
not
Network
that
shows
mad
more
at
hated
Teen
than
Titans Go,
these.
though.
Now,
Like,
I've
I
already
know
stated
people's are-
multiple times
I
how
know-
I don't think Teen Titans Go specifically is that terrible. Granted,
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. I just think, like, you know, the OG people who love Teen Titans, like that, they gonna take this show to heart, and that's fair. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't really rub me the wrong way.
that was before the diaper episode caught my radar, so thanks Teen Titans Go for making me look like a massive that. But I've also made it clear that I think it's really odd that so many people choose to focus on and keep talking about these shows like they've just released and represent the downfall of Western civilization, especially when most of these shows are nearly 10 years old. Hell, the only one of these that's still currently going is Teen Titans Go, so at the very least I can understand why that's on people's minds. But these ended years ago. So with all that said, let's just go through these one by one and then we can move on to the actually interesting stuff. Teen Titans Go is a low-effort parody of the Teen Titans intended for kids and doesn't try to be anything more than that. And for the episodes I have seen, which is roughly a quarter of the show, because have you seen how many fucking episodes this show has? The show has some really low lows and some shockingly high highs, but tends to just be really mid rather than bad. Not the worst thing in the world if you don't count the random fetish moments. I can't believe I missed these. Like, I haven't watched every episode of the show in order because I'm a grown...
The adults, they had to get something different going on, bro. They were getting bored. So they need to let something go. They need to do something, you know what I mean?
Better things to do with my life, but I literally had no idea half of this shit existed, and I'm willing to bet most of the show's haters didn't either, because the majority of them still focus on and complain about episodes from the show's first season.
They really be doing everything but fighting.
That. This show has really been casually getting away with murder for years, and no one cared because the majority of the episodes were just painfully mediocre, and the devout haters of the show are just that fucking annoying. The main reason the show still gets hate is, ignoring how much it takes up CN's schedule, is because the episodes where the writers fire back at the show's haters, which I did previously say I liked on principle, because to begin with, the show was just literally an innocent parody of the Teen Titans that got an absurd amount of backlash, including death threats, and I liked how earnestly petty the clapbacks were. But the show is still making them to this day, mostly because the hate hasn't stopped, but I do think they should just lay off at this point. I can clearly see why people get mad at these episodes, but at the same time, it's been over a decade and you need to move on. The show is clearly not going anywhere, and the hate honestly just feels its worst.
Teen Titans Goes and New Teen Titans
is massively overhated.
Teen Titans Goes next. Teen Titans Nether, I guess.
At least the movie's pretty good, so there's that. Powerpuff Girls 2016 is actually not the worst thing to happen to the Powerpuff Girls in recent memory. Look, I know this wasn't an actual trailer, it was just to pitch the show to executives, but genuinely, what were they thinking?
Wait, they were trying to make a live-action Powerpuff? Are y'all checking out a live-action Powerpuff? Be honest. Be honest, guys. Are y'all checking out a live-action Powerpuff? Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. I'm seeing no. Yes, y'all are. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, because someone's watching the live actions, and I know it's y'all. I'm seeing way too many. Why y'all lying, bro? This is a judge-free zone. We don't judge here. So y'all can tell me, man.
Powerpuff Girls 2016 is probably the CN reboot of the worst reputation overall. No, we're not talking about that. And I'm struggling to think of a single redeeming quality outside of the admittedly fantastic intro. The intro does not get enough credit. It's visually stellar and the song is pretty good too. It unfortunately doesn't do a good job of representing the show at all. Okay, f it. We're going to talk about Ben 10 and Thundercats reboots alongside Powerpuff Girls because all of these shows are shockingly similar and I already spent a long enough time talking about Teen Titans Go. All of these shows are massive visual downgrades compared to the originals. The characters are flanderized, the shows have lost a lot of the original's bite and edge and mostly just dumb everything down for kids, despite the original shows all being made for kids while still being excellent, blah 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 blah. You've heard this before. Unlike Teen Titans Go, I find all of these shows to be almost completely terrible, and I completely understand why people dislike them and hate them. The only show I'd say got hated into oblivion and didn't really deserve all of it was Thundercats Roar, which on its own is a very unimpressive series, but out of nowhere it single-handedly kickstarted a discussion about the CalArts art style that people still talk about to this day. Like, people were complaining about this before Roar was announced.
It kind of looked like Fish X too, but like, look at all they all look the same. Yo, it's just copy and paste.
It definitely seemed to kick the hornet's nest. I won't deny that Roar is an ugly looking show, but the whole CalArts argument always seemed overblown to me, and it definitely didn't help that the whole controversy led to shooting threats being made to the school itself. Most of them were just jokes, but I don't think it needs to be stated that this is still a really f***ed up thing to do over a cartoon intended for children. The threats turned out to be harmless in the end, but I think this is still enough for me to say the backlash towards Thundercats Roar specifically was massively overblown.
Overall, don't like
the reboot quadrilogy ruffled a lot of feathers for some perfectly understandable reasons, but the reactions towards the reboot quadrilogy ruffled a lot of feathers for some...
Sorry, are these girls, are they I thought it was just gonna be the panda. I thought it was just the panda. Why are the Powerpuffs twerking? Why are the Powerpuffs twerking? And why did y'all not warn me that they were going to be twerking, bro? Like, At least give a man a warning or something. Goodness. I thought y'all were supposed to be on my side, Chad. Y'all aren't gonna warn me at all? How old are they? Well, they look like they're children, so I'm just gonna assume they are.
Perfectly understandable reasons, but the reactions towards a few of them were definitely overblown. Okay, thank God we are finally over these. Now I can finally talk about the rest of the shows on display. What's next? No, get me out!
Peak. That's some peak right there. Yes!
The Geneva Conventions are international humanitarian laws consisting of 4 treaties and 3 individual protocols that establish international standards for humanitarian treatment in war. The singular term Geneva Convention colloquially denotes the agreements of 1949, negotiated in the aftermath of the Second World War, which updated the terms of the 2 1929 treaties and added 2 new conventions. The Geneva Conventions extensively define the basic rights of wartime prisoners, civilians, and military personnel, establish protections for the wounded and sick, and provide protections for the civilians in and around a war zone. This is the deciphered and uncomplicated way to describe how bad the high fructose Adventures of Annoying Orange is to the average person in the King's English. I still don't understand how the Annoying Orange of all things got a TV show on Cartoon Network. I get that back in the day the Annoying Orange was
it was
one
a
of the most popular
hit.
things on YouTube, and even today for a fad that died nearly a decade ago, it's still doing modestly well. But I really hope that whatever executive sold this channel and decided it would be a great idea to contact the creator and turn it into a series.
I mean, okay guys, look, Annoying Orange, he might have really been annoying. Like, absolutely annoying, right? But he did his job. And it annoyed the mess out of us. And that's enough. That's enough for me, bro. Like, I remember being younger, see him go, nah, all day. And I was like, wow, see this is peak entertainment. Because in real life, have you ever seen an orange go, no? No, you don't see that. And that's what he did, bro. He broke the barriers. Amazing show.
Has managed to get the help they desperately needed. Or they're dead, I'll take either outcome. I use this term a lot to describe certain things, but the Annoying Orange TV show is literally just a shitpost, but not a professional shitpost, because to be blunt, there is nothing professional about this show whatsoever. You know, usually when
that's
things
what
move
makes
on
it
to television,
professional.
they tend to get a larger budget or widen their scope.
Not Annoying
The
Orange.
Annoying Orange does neither of these things.
No.
The quality of the average episode of The Annoying Orange is on par with the YouTube videos, which were made with nothing but Adobe Premiere Pro and some JPEGs. The only difference between the two is that now, instead of an episode being 3 to 5 minutes at most, each episode is now the standard 10 minutes.
There you
10
go!
minutes of The Annoying Orange for 2 seasons and 60 episodes.
Yes!
Yeah, nice try, feds. I know a CIA torture method when I see one. No one above the age of 5 actually watches this willingly. It's a
I
complete
watched
and
it at
utter
8.
assault on the senses made with literally no effort. I will always respect Dane Bowe for respectfully chasing the bag with The Annoying Orange, especially when it began popping off on YouTube. They really did milk the absolute shit out of the series, but unlike a lot of people who milk their success dry, they were never an ass about it and just made a respectable living in peace. But the actual quality of The Annoying Orange itself is never gonna be in question. It's intentionally low effort, and while it may have begun as just a quirky web series,
Is this really low effort, guys? Or is this not maximum effort? This is like they really put in they heart and soul into. I mean, even look at the cover art. You can't get much better. You can't get much better, dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yes, it's low effort. No, this is maximum effort. Y'all could never produce a show like Annoying Orange, period.
It very quickly began gearing itself towards kids exclusively, and I fully believe it was the precursor to the internet brain rot we're all accustomed to
What the
these
heck
days.
is
And its
Digital
existence on
Circus
Cartoon
doing
Network
here?
is so confusing because Cartoon Network primarily targets kids aged 6 to 12, who may be charmed by the show at first, but there's only so much of anyone can take before changing the channel. The show was hated for many obvious reasons though, and I can't say it ever went too far or that the
Did I just see a terrorist attack?
channel. The show was hated
what
for
did I
many
just-
obvious reasons though, and I can't
Am I tweaking?
say it ever went too far or that the show didn't really deserve any
What
of
is
it.
that?
I get it's a bit of a meme to complain that The Annoying Orange is too annoying, but the standards for a TV show are way higher than something made for the internet, and the appeal of The Annoying Orange just doesn't translate beyond 5-minute intervals. The
he's
reasons for
just-
the hate towards
he's
it were
peak,
fairly
bro.
straightforward, and it was really, really bad, and no one really took it too far beyond hating it for being bad. This is a very rare occurrence, honestly.
Is this like OG Johnny Test or Johnny Test coming back? Because there's no way he's hating on Johnny Test right now, right? Like there's no way he about to do so much Johnny Test, right? Right. He's not about to slander Johnny Test, right, guys? There's no way he's about to slander Johnny Test, so I'm not worried about it. There's no way. It's gonna be about a reboot or something.
The Geneva Conventions define the rights and protections afforded to those non-combatants who fulfill the criteria of being protected persons. The treaty was of all 1949. Okay, I'll cut the crap. Johnny Test used to be one of the most despised Cartoon Network shows of all time.
By
Seriously,
who?
I kind of went over this in my hated cartoon characters video.
Wait, who? I ain't know no Johnny Test haters.
The hatred people had in their souls towards Johnny Test and all things was actually insane. I was personally never a big fan of the show, despite how much I watched it back in the day, because I didn't know how to change the channel off a Cartoon Network. Never a big fan of the show, despite how much I watched.
Nope. Whew. I know if Jiraiya saw this. Bro.
Watched it back in the day because I didn't know how to change the channel off of Cartoon Network whenever it played, but I was still really shocked to see how many people couldn't stomach the show whatsoever.
I didn't know a single hater.
Bad? Well, given that today a lot of people tend to defend the show because it was part of their childhoods, there has to be something here that I'm not seeing, right? Okay, yeah, that was mid. I mean, I definitely have a much higher opinion of the show now than I used to, but it's still not great. One of the worst Cartoon Network shows ever, though, not even close.
Exactly.
I actually found the first 3 seasons to not be that bad. Heck, I'd go as far as saying season 1 was fairly decent. I know a lot of people
Of course
complain
it
about
was.
the show being
It's Johnny Test. Johnny Test. Johnny Test had a fiery hair and a turbocharged backpack. Genius sisters use them like a lab rat. Like, we all knew it was peak, bro.
Poster child for cheap flash animation cartoons that plagued many networks in the late 2000s, but season 1 is actually hand-drawn and it really doesn't look that bad. The show also didn't feel nearly as hyperactive and irritating as it's renowned for being. None of the characters felt flanderized or unlikable. There was far less sound effect spam. Sorry to all the whip crack enjoyers out there. And it just didn't feel like the show was
still a lot of whip cracks. It's that they do it so much that like your mind, it starts blending in with every action. It starts blending in with everything, but it's still a lot of whip cracks. Like, can you talk about how iced out Bling Bling Boy was, though? I mean, he had pinky rings, 2 chains on, always glistening. He was a genius. Like, Bling Bling was really like that.
For the motions or trying to be low effort. It's about the halfway point of the show that things start to take a turn for the worse. Given it could literally put out an entire episode with nothing happening and still rake in a ton of viewers. This is where everything people complain to you about the show comes into play. Worse animation, lame jokes, every character is irritating, especially Johnny, where it got to the point of unhinged people and DeviantArt drawing him getting his shit rocked. The pacing is absolutely insane and the show is playing a billion sound effects a second to stimulate the viewer. And honestly, even as a kid, I found this to be way too overstimulating. People may meme on it nowadays, but
Thank you, Holy King Bob, for gifting a sub. Thank you, Bob.
Honestly, even as a kid, I found this to be way too overstimulating. People may meme on it nowadays, but I could not stand the whip crack sound. I damn near developed tinnitus at the age of 6.
I completely ignored it.
I think another big factor for why this show is so hated is actually a similar reason for why Teen Titans Go gets so much flack. It absolutely dominated CN's schedule for 9 years. This show was big in the late 2000s. I don't remember the schedule ever getting to a point as bad as Teen Titans Go. CN were determined to milk Johnny Test for all it was worth, and frankly, I don't blame people for getting annoyed.
I mean, people gonna hate on Peak no matter what. Like, that's just how it is. Like, people just gonna hate on Peak, bro. That's just the truth of the matter, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you, Holy King Bob, for the 5 gift.
I know this show has a place in a lot of people's hearts, and I agree that the first 3 seasons really aren't that bad, but everything after that is so mentally draining that I don't.
All right. King Bob, we get it. You're paid. Thank you for the 5 more. Thank you for the 5 more gifted, King Bob. We get it. You're paid. All right. There's no need to rub it in. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. But we get it. He's just flexing at this point.
I agree that the first 3 seasons really aren't that bad, but everything after that is so mentally draining that I don't blame people for calling it one of the worst shows on the network. And when the show is at its lowest, it truly can get close to that claim. Still though, seeing how hilariously angry and violent people got towards it online gives me the impression that some individuals are taking their issues with the show way too far, and should probably go punch a pillow instead of drawing themselves or other cartoon characters mangling a fictional child for being annoying. These are still some of my favorite images on the internet though, they're so fascinatingly bad and funny, I'm sure.
What? Steven Universe has no reason to be holding a gun and shooting Johnny Test. He has no reason to hold a gun, bro. Y'all pissing me off, bro.
Shocked that so many of them were drawn completely unironically. Last thing before we move on, I still have no idea if the people behind the show intentionally copied unironically. Last thing before we move on, I still have no idea if the people behind the show intentionally copied Green Day's American Idiot for the show's intro. Some people have claimed Green Day gave them permission to use the song, but I cannot for the life of me find a source that supports that. This has been driving me insane for years. I need to know the answer.
It doesn't matter. Yes, let's talk about garbage. Please, let's talk about garbage.
Steven Universe is probably one of the most polarizing TV shows released in the past 12 years. It's as simple as this. You either love Steven Universe or you absolutely
You either have good taste or you have terrible taste and you like the show.
Hate it. I have never met someone who was completely indifferent on Steven Universe. It's always one of two extremes. The show is mostly positively received, but the negative reactions are abundant and are very loud. This show has been called all kinds of things. Good, bad, great, atrocious, masterpiece, the worst thing ever. It is far and away the only show you can barely find anyone talk rationally about online. I bet you're thinking I'm gonna pull the usual YouTuber, both sides actually. I think Steven Universe is okay. No.
You think it's good?
I like Steven Universe. I like it.
Great. I mean, you're the one who also said Johnny Test is mid, so how can we really take what he says seriously, guys? Okay.
Quite a lot actually. I like it for many reasons, most of which can be found in my retrospective on the show and are incredibly personal. Just a heads up, that video is a proper serious look back at the show and what it meant to me and my girlfriend, so I won't get into a lot of the serious details here because this video does not need that kind of tone change. But I have long since acknowledged that Steven Universe is a very imperfect show and one that mostly prioritizes making the audience feel things rather than making complete and total sense or being super well written. Doesn't mean its failings aren't worth criticizing though. There's plenty of things about Steven Universe you can critique successfully, but the reason it's maintained an active fandom all these years later is because, at the end of the day, if you're the kind of person who vibes with everything Steven Universe has on display, this show is going to emotionally grip you from beginning to end.
I mean, at the end of the day, people will just like mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. People like mid. Like, mid is always going to have fans. And that's okay. It's okay for Steven Universe to be mid. It's just, you have to come to the realization and just accept that it is mid and it will be nothing more. It can definitely be less, but it will never be nothing more.
And it's the kind of show where you really have to be on its level to truly appreciate what it's trying to do and what it's trying to get you to feel. And I completely understand that some people just don't get to that point with this show. It's completely fine. There was a time where I fell out of love with the show and made a bunch of videos critiquing it, and admittedly it was because the show's writing started to get super rocky by the 4th season, and Steven Universe Future, while I like it now, was pretty divisive for longtime fans as well. But I gave it time, rewatched the show with my girlfriend, and now I mostly have positive feelings about it. Again, a lot of my appreciation for the show comes from how it emotionally affected me and not from its overall quality. There are two types of Steven Universe critics.
How it emotionally affected him and not about the quality of the show. Basically, he knows it's bad, but he watched it at a good time where he could watch it and have an emotional connection, but he knows it's bad. He's playing word games. He's using lawyer talks. He's indirectly calling it trash.
Type that just don't vibe with the show in general and critique nearly everything about it, or the type who used to be fans but fell out of love after the show's writing began to nosedive. Critiques of Steven Universe tend to be all over the place. There are plenty of extremely valid points about how flawed the show's writing is, as well as its handling of serious subjects, but then there's also a ton of misinformation spread about the show, and thankfully in recent years people have gotten more comfortable calling that kind of stuff out. Like, even big Steven Universe critics tend to agree that Lily Orchard's big Steven Universe review is just absolutely f***ing terrible, and there are multiple videos ripping it apart. It's not—
who is Lily Orchard? Hey chat, do we know who Lily Orchard is? Who's Lily Orchard? Is that Lily? But their name says CD Call. Steven Universe is garbage and here's why? Oh, that sounds like a valid title.
Universe review is just absolutely f***ing terrible, and there are multiple videos ripping it apart. It's not hard to critique Steven Universe, but it's a show that some people also love to hate in stark contrast to the people that love it in spite of its massive flaws. This is all a long-winded and complicated way of saying, yes, I think the majority of hate towards Steven Universe is super overblown, but I also completely recognize and accept the majority of issues people have and even share a lot of them. It all comes down to the approach. I'll always love Steven Universe, and I'll always be able to value what it meant to me and how I learned to love it again at a crucial point in my life where everything was going wrong, and how it also taught me to love myself again, funnily enough. And I don't expect everyone to have to
Bob. It says Bob has gifted a total of 38 gifted. Okay, now my gift thing is just tweaking. Okay, I think that's just, I don't know if that's, I think he's gifting such a different, he's not just gifting 5, he's just randomly gifting 1s and 2s. So it keeps popping up Bob. All right, I'm definitely gonna have to look into Bob here. Something's going on with Bob. Something's definitely going on, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
same experience at all.
We gotta get to the bobbing of it.
Seriously, it's a show that means many different things to many different people, and that's part of what I love about it. It's one of those rare shows where I can understand people who love and hate it while having my own reasons for valuing it so much. I get that a lot of people probably went into this section with the expectation that I do this massive epic takedown of the show, but I just don't have a reason to do that. And honestly,
It's because you watched it at the right time. Watch it again today, and then you'll remember, oh, this is why it's trash.
I respect that you don't like that. Hope this next part makes up for it.
I don't know.
Problem solvers.
Have I seen this? I think I've seen maybe this in another person talk. I have.
Sorry, I forgot I set this show's name as my voice activation passcode to open the gates of hell and vanquish the wicked. I think we're a bit ahead of schedule. I was originally going to wait for the next round of tariffs. Anyway, Problem Solvers is... Okay, that one wasn't me. I wasn't aware that was such a common passcode. But this metaphor surely gives you a lot to think about, right?
Have y'all seen Problem
Ooh, a
Solvers?
Twitter notification about the Nintendo Switch 2. Let's have a... Well, Problem Solvers. This is one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Visually speaking, my eyes are burning. Though I did just open up a hell portal, so we'll see which one's responsible shortly. And the whole show is just boring. For such a visually wacky and off-the-wall show, the writing really doesn't reflect
What
that.
is going
I have
on?
no idea how this even aired on Cartoon Network. It looks like something that would be far more at home on Adult Swim, but even that's insulting
Wait,
to
that
Adult
wasn't
Swim's
on
quality
Adult
control.
Swim?
The main issue here is how the show
looked like
looks,
a
because it's pretty
robot
much
chicken,
unwatchable. If you know anyone who has epilepsy, keep them
mismatch.
far away from the show. I don't even have epilepsy.
Mismatch, that's
Okay,
not
yeah,
even
it
the
was the
right-
show that caused my eyes to combust, we can
That's
rest
not the
easy
right
now.
word,
I don't even
but
have epilepsy, and I
I
feel
don't
like
know
staring
what
at the
I'm
show for too
looking
long
at.
will result in me having a seizure. Do not watch Problem Solvers.
There's too
That's
many
all I have
things
to say,
happening.
honestly. Well, nothing happened when I said it this time. I think this might be a good sign.
If you have something good to say about the show, that just tells us everything about you. If you have something good to say, you are on the hot seat right now. I am putting you on the hot seat. Yes, me, extremely relevant. My words are very important, more than other people's. It's worth more than other people's trust. Trust me, you are on the hot seat. What are you about to say about Uncle Grandpa?
I have already talked about Uncle Grandpa before, so I'll be paraphrasing a lot of what
The world of overhated cartoons. Yep. Can't listen to it. Can't listen. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's on BS.
I said in my overhated cartoons video. Thank you, bye. Alright, this is probably the most confusing show on this list, because even though I was told for years that Uncle Grandpa was some sort of awful, random equals funny cartoon that was hyperactive and annoying to a fault, for the longest time I always thought Uncle Grandpa was pretty funny. What? I really struggle to see why the show was so hated. I guess it was because of the time it came out more than anything. It debuted the same year as Teen Titans Go and lasted until 2017, which was sort of the peak of angry rant YouTubers talking about cartoons. And given Uncle Grandpa's sense of humor is incredibly stupid, charming, but stupid, it wasn't a lot of people's cup of tea, and it was labeled one of the worst Cartoon Network shows. I do believe it was a case of Uncle Grandpa being far ahead of its time, because these days you're gonna find a lot of people who take the
Ahead
show
of
as a
its
guilty
time?
pleasure or just outright say it
Wait, not only are you saying it was funny, you're saying it's ahead of its time? Oh my gosh.
it was good. People have tried revisionist history on a lot of hated cartoons with varying results, but Uncle Grandpa really seems to click with a lot of people now. It is technically a random equals funny show, but I'd say the humor is far more on the surreal side than just being a case of them throwing everything at a dartboard and hoping for a lucky shot. And that really clicks with me because a lot of my favorite things happen to be surreal comedies. It's not like the
No.
Hoping for a lucky shot. And that really
no. You're not gonna compare Uncle Grandpa in any realm to the Amazing World of Gumball
happen to be surreal.
and Chowder. I'ma cry.
Comedies. It's not like the show is annoying or that overbearing either. It's incredibly zany and cartoony, but I don't see much here that would annoy people. I maintain the stance that if Uncle Grandpa was some niche animated series on YouTube, I don't see much here.
Dude is thick coming out of the chimney. All his weight went to the right place. Goodness gracious.
That would annoy people. I maintain the stance that if Uncle Grandpa was some niche animated series on YouTube or Newgrounds, it would not have the reputation it has today.
Well, yeah, because it's like YouTube show, not Cartoon Network. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna treat something different from YouTube than a Cartoon Network. Regular show is not on Cartoon Network. I mean, not on YouTube. Amazing World Gumball is not on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? Chowder is not on YouTube. Total Drama Island. That's not a YouTube show. That's Cartoon Network. There's levels. This.
I do think the time the series debuted had a massive part to play in how well it was received, and judging by how many people today really vibe with it, it's not much of a stretch to say it was truly ahead of its time. Alas, we will never see Uncle Grandpa again, and that makes me really sad. I don't think it's a stretch to say that the show was massively overhated. It just needed to find the right audience to appreciate it.
Wow. That was horrific. Horrific take.
That's a
completely disagree. It just was not a good show. Not good, not memorable, not funny. It was just there. The other point he could have used is that it came out when a bunch of better shows were coming out. Like, it was coming out right after peak Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network had a lot of peak. After peak 2010s Cartoon Network. That's when it started coming out. All the good shows came before it. Imagine coming off of Adventure Time and Gumball and seeing Uncle Grandpa is the next option.
Vinny donated $49.99. Hi, Daddy Walker.
I know you didn't give $50 just to call me Daddy, bro. I'm losing my mind here. How many of y'all just have money to blow? Thank you, Vinny, but wow.
Those were some of the most hated Cartoon Network shows ever. There were definitely some shows that I left out of this video, but these were some of the most prominent examples I could find. Again,
great video, cartoonish. Disagree with a lot of things you said, especially about Uncle Grandpa and especially about Steven Universe. But that's just life. You're not going to agree with everyone. And it is what it is, man. Greedy boss fires staff by using AI. He instantly regrets it.
Great news, boss. We did $1 million in
Cap. There's no way y'all hit $1 million on the dot. There had to be at least a few cents. Ain't no way. I call cap.
top line revenue. And after about $600,000 in expenses, get this, we did over $400,000 in profits. By far, our best quarter yet.
If we just cut expenses more, we would have hit $500,000.
I mean, based on industry averages, our profit margin is extremely high, sir.
Exactly, bro.
I was also gonna say, we could even afford to give the team a raise since it's been 3 years since—
A raise?
Three years is insanity. Hey, I'm live on Twitch every single Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Link is in the description. I better see you there.
Are you kidding me, Carly? We need to cut costs not increase them. Next quarter, I want to make $500,000 in profit, at least. So we need to figure out a way to cut.
Pardon my reach, sir, but I have your chicken Alfredo here.
What in the world?
This is Albert Brooks.
My nigga, you just ruined it for everyone. It's over. You done ruined it.
It's his first day on the job. Isn't he neat?
Why in the world is a robot dropping off my food?
Well, a robot can do just as good a job as a human, if not better. Isn't that right, Albert?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate.
Did he just molest the robot?
Human, if not better. Isn't that right, Albert?
Is this what Elon must be doing to Teslas? He'd be like, oh yeah, Tesla X. Oh yeah, he looks so good right there. You're so much better than that Tesla Y. And oh, Tesla S Plaid over there. Oh, I can't wait to change your exhaust. Like, is that what Elon must be doing, bro?
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the kind words.
He doesn't need to take lunches or breaks. And I don't have to worry about him being on his phone. Plus, it doesn't hurt that we're able to cut our expenses by 20%.
Why are you just giving us all your secrets?
Because now, you don't need as much manpower.
20%?
Just let me, I guess, Albert, know if you need any help.
Albert, can I get a
What
hand
happened to
job?
customer service? I don't get it. This whole robot thing, it doesn't make any sense.
Wait, but sir, you have to think. No more tips. They're not going to tip a robot. Elon Musk might give tip to a robot, knowing him, but I'm not.
It shows that consumers
They be trying to get you at restaurants when you pay for your food, and they try to be like, want to leave a tip, nigga? What am I leaving a tip for? This is fast food. Give me my shit. What do you mean a tip?
more health conscious than ever. So for your new packaging, we decided to position your cookies as a health, nutritious snack.
Love the concept, but really don't know how believable that's going to be, considering our cookies are loaded with fat and carbohydrates.
Well, true, but we noticed there's no cholesterol and no trans fat. So that
no trans? So you have transphobic cookies? Oh my God, this is marketing failure, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is not gonna work out, bud. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't no one about to believe, ain't no one going to get a cookie and like, oh yes, I hope it's low on fat. Oh, I want a cookie, but I need to be healthy. Ain't no one looking for cookies like that. Like, there's no need to lie. What are we doing here?
needs to be highlighted.
And if you combine both cookies, there are 10 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. So getting customers to just focus on the positive, they'll be less likely to think about all the bad stuff. Finally, the name. So we like Crave cookies.
I'm not going to no cookies for protein. If I see protein in my cookies, I'm assuming those cookies got cancer too. The fuck is there protein in my cookies for? I want fat and sugar.
If I'm a parent, I may not want my kids to crave cookies. So we decided to go with NutriCookies. Now that's something I have no problem with my kid eating.
You know, I noticed that you used vegan packaging. We're not currently a vegan brand.
I'm really glad that you caught that. So we did some research and we found that the owner of your company is a vegan. So we'd imagine you want to push for that at some point.
We looked into it a couple years back. It just was way too expensive for us.
Please?
Maybe not. We found a manufacturer who could do it for only 10 cents more per unit.
Oh.
And that may sound like a lot, but the best part is,
The marketplace rewards a premium to companies that change to vegan packaging. Conservatively, you can charge an extra 20 cents without a drop in demand. So by switching, you'd be building more good principles, but also...
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If Mr. Krabs heard that 20%, he sprung. I'm talking a hole in a desk. Mr. Krabs hear that he can increase 20%. He going crazy.
more lining in your pockets.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That was an amazing presentation. We are going to discuss and we're going to circle back real soon with you guys.
Real soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Thanks
All
again.
right.
Thanks again. Yes.
What about robots?
Pleasure. You guys enjoy the rest of the day.
You did great. Oh, my gosh, you were amazing.
Great job, David and Kayla. Just phenomenal work.
Thank you. That went better than even expected.
Did you hear how she added real soon? I have a good feeling they're going to sign with us. What do you think, DeAndre?
Carly's right. You did great. Just out of curiosity, though, how long did it take you guys to come up with that presentation?
I don't know, maybe a month?
A month each. So that's 2 months of staff time total.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys. Again, great job.
Well, that was... No, well, why did you ask me? Is he about to look on chat? Is he on ChatGPT?
We've been trying to land this account for a long time. And if we get this, it could really be a game changer. Is everything okay?
How much do we spend in payroll each month?
What?
I'm not sure, but it's definitely the majority of our costs. Off the top of my head, I'd probably say around $15,000 a month.
Wow, that's insane.
What? You've been doing it this whole time.
It's
What do you
because
mean?
of our marketing team that we get the business that we have. I mean, how else would we create these marketing campaigns and presentations?
I know how we can do over $500,000 in profits next quarter.
At Neutral Cookies, we believe that healthy can also be delicious. Our cookies are crafted with nutrient-dense ingredients, offer the market an enticing balance of taste and health. To capitalize on our unique selling proposition and amplify our marketing presence, we propose an integrated marketing plan. Our proposal encompasses targeted digital campaigns, influencer partnerships, retail partnerships, and community engagement designed to engage with our current customer base and attract new cookies enthusiasts.
I'm hungry. How much longer?
I'm going as fast as I can, Talia.
I was about to get on her case, but then I remembered that's exactly how I was. So it'd be a very hypocritical thing to do. They tell this little girl to wait for the food. It's almost done.
Not a robot. Maybe it's time to buy one, though.
On some Detroit type shit? Detroit Beyond Human? Where your mom at? You gonna buy you a sex doll too? A sex robot?
Dad, can you help me with my essay?
Honey, I'm really tired. I had a long day at work and I had to...
Trash ass dad. My mom would never. Garbage ass father. You know, this let me know everything about him as a man. My mom would never. Garbage ass dad,
Dinner
bro.
and... Great. Give me a sec. Hey, you want to talk to Talia?
I just talked to her an hour ago. I called to talk to you. I'm still at the hospital. The doctor started my mom on a new medication. I hope it helps.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Hey, look, can we talk later?
DeAndre, every time I call you, you're too busy to talk.
It's just, I got home a little while ago and I'm trying to eat and...
Is
look,
this
we'll
your
talk
wife
later
or
tonight.
ex?
I promise.
Fine.
I'll talk to you
Who is
later.
this?
I promise.
Why is there no name in your phone? Who is this?
Fine.
I'll talk to you later.
Dad, I need help with my essay.
Okay, fine. What's it on?
The topic is, what's the difference between a privilege and a right?
How am I supposed to know? I haven't had to write an essay and...
My nigga, you don't know what words means? Like, bro. Okay, so now he's dumb. How is he a boss? How is he anyone boss,
Hold up.
bro?
How many words does this need to be?
500. Why?
Write me a 500-word essay on the difference between privilege and right.
What are you doing?
Here's your essay.
Cheating. He's cheating. Don't be like your father. The teacher's gonna know she don't write like that. Like, teachers aren't that stupid. They're gonna be reading this paper and they're gonna be like, huh. She uses words like, accurately, hypothesis. She said occur. This is not no 6-year-old, like. Aren't you supposed to call old girl?
Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello. My name is DeAndre. Oh, this is incredible. Is there anything AI can't do?
Please your wife. Nope, that's cap. Because I did see in Japan when I took a little trip to it last year, they had like these robots that were walking around with little sex toys on their hands, and like you could pay it like 75 cents. It'll take you to a room, and then it does whatever. You know, I didn't pay for them, so I'd never know. But yeah, so they can definitely do please your wife though. I've seen a couple girls come out. They were walking like this. And I'm just saying AIs they definitely can. They can please your wife, Chad. So watch out for your wife. They may be gone one day.
Oh crap. Hey honey.
You said you were gonna call me?
Oh, I know. I was just about to. I'm sorry. What's up?
You won't believe what happened to me today. Remember that girl, Emily Hines? I told you about the girl who bullied me all the time in high school?
Mm-hmm.
She made my life a living nightmare for 4 years. Well, I saw her today at the hospital.
This is one of the top. I can just tell by the way she's talking. It kind of reminds me of my mom when she's just yapping and I don't care about a word she's saying. But it's like my mom has a certain tone in her voice when I know she's about to talk about something I don't care about at all. I don't know what it is. I just know it's like she's literally about to say something that I truly don't care about, and it's always this tone. This woman has that tone.
Uh-huh. That's great.
That's great. Are you even listening to me, DeAndre?
Yeah. I'm just tired.
Of course you are. Whenever it comes to our time together, you're tired. What's it gonna take for me to get 30 minutes with my husband?
Oh, y'all are
married? All right. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, we were 5 feet away from
It hurts because it just reminds me of my mom so much.
each other, and she totally acted like she didn't see me. I wanted to go right up to her and give her a piece of my mind, but I didn't. Oh no, I'm kind of regretting it now. Do you think I should have confronted her?
I completely understand how you're feeling. That's not easy, but I do think you did the right thing. There's no point in escalating a situation. You're above that. I'm proud of you for how you handled it.
Wow.
That's
You
so
have no
nasty.
idea how much that means to me.
Yeah, that's so fucking nasty. There's no way she can't hear that, bro.
Why do you say that? Thanks, DeAndre. I mean, what is she doing with her life now? You know, we have a beautiful family, a nice home. I just need to let bygones be bygones.
I absolutely agree with you, honey. You made the right decision.
It was, I know. Instantly, he just changed.
So how is this about to go wrong?
Hello, everyone.
Is he gonna lose his wife? He's gonna lose his employees, his integrity, his wife, and his child. That's the only thing I can imagine happening.
A very big announcement to make.
Okay, don't tell me. Crave Cookies already called and they said yes.
Not yet, Kayla. What I wanted to say is, you're all fired.
Is this a joke?
Yep, you heard me. So you pack your things and get out.
Wait, why? That nigga was very excited. What the hell?
You can't be serious.
Everyone?
Does it look like I'm joking, Dave?
DeAndre, what do you think you're doing? You're letting our entire team go?
Yep, we don't need them anymore. Because anything they can do, AI can do better. And most importantly, cheaper.
No, it can't. Not everything in life can be automated, DeAndre.
I mean, I beg to differ. What can be automated? Feelings? Emotions? Who needs those?
A machine can't be as creative or as empathetic or connect with other humans as well as a person can.
I'd be
Detroit Beyond Human. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say.
careful, Carly. Because I'm sure AI can replace your job too. You know, let's forget about $500,000 in profit.
This nigga think he a super villain.
Let's go for a full $1 million.
He thinks he's a super villain. Oh shit, this nigga's promoting my Discord server. This is so cool, man. Fuck, this is fantastic. Oh, this is not my server. This is a Midjourney bot. But one of the people in my Discord made this bot. So it's like promoting me. This is fantastic, man. Shout out to Darman, bro. Damn, I'm coming far, bro. Is that Prime? Dad, you know you're supposed to actually pay attention to your kids, right? Like I understand AI doing jobs and shit, but AIs, you know, they can't take care of kids yet. You're not there yet. Now give it some time, then you could pass your kid to the AI, but not yet, man. She just wants your help, man. She's a yapper, bro. An hour's insanity.
So, what do you think? Nice, huh?
Sure. What is it? This is not what we agreed to in our original proposal.
Yeah, like what happened to the vegan packaging idea that David and Kayla had?
Well, unfortunately, I had to let them go shortly after that presentation, so I don't have the context they found. However, I think this new packaging concept is just as good.
This is like every other presentation that we've seen. We didn't turn down a dozen other marketing agencies just to get something that's generic.
Damn!
Agreed. This is nowhere near as creative as the idea that David and Kayla had.
Damn!
They were so passionate and personable.
Now y'all just using words that are anti-AI. At this point, I have to assume you're racist. Anti-AI, bro. Like, no, this is just racism talk to me, if you ask me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
To say this is very disappointing, especially since we came here to sign with them.
If you don't like this idea, no problem. I can get something else for you here.
Don't bother. This whole thing has been a colossal waste of our time, and we'll be taking our business elsewhere.
No! Wait! Please! Just give me a few more seconds and I can generate a whole new presentation for you.
So, $1 million, huh? $1 million.
Hey, sweetie. How was school? Did you get your essay back?
Hey, A plus
look
with
at
a
that.
smile on it.
You got another A. What's wrong? Aren't you happy that I helped you ace another essay?
You mean AI helped me?
Okay, so why are you upset? You're getting great grades.
You're missing the point, Dad. I never needed your help to get an A. I'm already a straight A student.
Damn! She said, my nigga, I don't need that wacky ass AI, bro. I already got it up here. But you know what I don't have? I don't have you right here.
I only asked for your help because I wanted to spend time with you. If I would have known you were gonna pawn me off to a machine, I never would have asked.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't know that's what you wanted.
Of course you didn't. I don't want a robot for a dad. I wanted you.
Wanted. So you got a new dad now? Where's he at? Can I get a W flex though for the kid? Can we get a W? Because she will flex us something more right there.
You don't go. Hold up.
Now you have to talk to your wife.
Hey, Natalie, I can't talk right now. Thalia's...
Are you gonna apologize?
Huh? For what?
For what you said to me last night.
What'd I say?
Oh, don't play dumb, DeAndre. First, you told me that I just need to accept that it might be my mother's time to go. That I should just move on with my life. Like, how insensitive is that? And then you had the nerve to try to body shame me? I have gained a few pounds, but I've been really stressed out. I mean, my mother's been in the hospital crying out loud. Do you really not have any empathy?
No. I'm sorry, Natalie. I didn't mean that. Someone else said those things.
Oh, some magical person had your voice and was talking to me on the phone last night? You're a real piece of work, you know that? And for the record, you're the one who needs to lose weight, not me.
I mean, y'all both fat in my eyes.
Well, the good news is our expenses are half of what they used to be.
Okay.
But the bad news is our revenue is even less. It's about 1/5, which means we actually lost money for the first time.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Carly. I should have listened to you.
Oh, I know.
My life has just gone downhill ever since I started using AI for everything. My wife and my daughter aren't speaking to me.
Well, I mean, you did tell your wife it's time for her mom to die, and you called her fat. So
Business is tanked, and
All right, here you go, guys. Y'all just let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you.
Hold on one sec. Yes.
Hey, what happened to that robot?
Oh, Albert? Well, he was working out great at first. Until he told the customer that if she didn't like the food, she should take a hike.
Yes! Fire Albert. Maybe the customer needed that. Maybe the customer actually went to start hiking, started looking better, started feeling better. But that's not what we want. We want the customers to feel like they always right. See, that's the problem, bro. We can't be letting people think they always right when they not. Can I get a W Albert in chat, bro? Ridiculous. They trying to act like AI is not about to replace people, bro. Like, there's already self-checkout stations in restaurants. That's pretty, I mean, in Walmarts and stuff like that. That's pretty much AI.
Another one that instead of eating cake, he should go to the gym.
That's fire. That's
Within a
valid.
week of Albert starting, our Yelp reviews dropped by an entire star. So, eventually we came to realize that while
AIs can't lie. They tell the honest truth, and you can't tell people the honest truth no more. Just give it a buck.
technology can be great, not everything
Can be
automated. Yeah, great minds, right? Anyway, let me know if you need anything.
Did David and Kayla start their own marketing company?
Yeah, I wonder if they're hiring.
Oh, they didn't let him see all the consequences for his actions, bro. That's crazy. Because they really could have let him be like completely obliterated. But Doorman wasn't going to show us that. Doorman was not about to show us his wife leaving him because she used AI to talk to him. He was not about to show us him losing everything and going broke. He was not about to do that because Doorman's too PG.
Today on the No Jumper News, Adam just recounted a phone conversation he had with 4Extra. And 4Extra made it perfectly clear. He not playing with you, No Jumper Ninjas.
What that mean?
Today on the No Jumper News, Adam just recounted a phone conversation he had with 4Extra. And 4Extra made it perfectly clear. He not playing with you, No Jumper Ninjas.
What that mean? What do that mean? He not playing. See, if I was Adam, I'd be scared right now. Do your homework on scared.
Wait, I'm a No Jumper Ninja. What does this mean for me? No, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, 4Extra. But 4Extra sent a strong message to Adam that he not playing and he feels highly disrespected.
Would like to inform the fans who are monitoring every last moment of this journey. I did speak to 4Extras on the phone on Friday. Now, I will reveal to the people. He was not 100% happy with me. He felt like it was weak for me to be on a podcast with people that he perceives as ops and to ask them what they thought about the situation with his blowing up of his hand. And I get that because realistically,
I get that. If I'm cool with somebody and you put my quote unquote op on the podcast and ask them about my unfortunate situation, I'll be a little mad. I'll be a little irritated. You feel?
you know, this is an op-friendly podcast. There's a lot of people on here who...
But I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna flame up my grabber leaf as soon as I get done this video. Hey, listen, if you smoke doink, get you some grabber leaf. Don't get nothing else, folks. Don't go in the smoke shop and get nothing else. Get grabber leaf, scroll up your loud, flame it up, thank me later. Now listen, I'm just giving y'all some advice. But at the same time, it's like Adam is a podcaster, bro. Adam hosts a TV show. One problem about street dudes is like street dudes think everybody gotta play by the same rules, just like you. Like life don't really work like
certain
that. Certain
people get along with, don't get along with Sarah. I think he even felt a way about King Pill being on the podcast. We can get into that Zest arc in a moment and everything, but he did feel a way about that, and it was a little bit of a threatening or like an angry vibe to it. Like pull up on me in the studio. I want to talk to you. Just me and you. I want to talk to you. And I'm like, ooh. I'm like, what are you doing for, Extra? Why you acting like that? Why you acting like you're a little mad at me? What is that? And he's like, nah, just pull up to the studio. I want to talk to you. And I kept pushing, and that's when he revealed that at least the thing that he wanted to mention that he was annoyed by was me talking to people that he doesn't get along with about his hand or whatever. My response to that really is like, bro, we talk about current events. You blowing up your hand was the biggest thing of that week.
But niggas be kind of, I don't know. Sometimes some people be kind of like, they don't like it when it's done to them. You know what I'm saying? Because you on No Jumper dissing your ops. They can feel the same way about Adam. You know what I'm saying though? But I don't think we should be putting the white boy podcast host into street beef. Like, I don't think, you know?
I'm on a podcast with people that you don't technically get along with. We talking about it. I'm sorry, man. That's just how this goes.
If Adam would have went to that studio, because that invite didn't sound welcome. It sounded like, yeah, pull up. We want to holler at you. Pull up. It sounds like a subtle threat.
So get this. My uncle accidentally became a millionaire because of a bird and some walnuts. Long story short, he driving home from work and a bird flies through his window and try to steal the walnuts that he was eating. Out of nowhere, a drunk driver in an 18-wheeler truck comes out of nowhere, smacks his car, totals it, and he ends up in a hospital for 42 days. Now this way it get better. He got a lawyer from Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury firm, and they handled all the paperwork, all the appointments, all the additional costs, and my uncle is now a millionaire living in Florida. So if you get seriously hurt, your case can be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan does not play around with lowball offers. They're the biggest for a reason. They've won a lot, and it only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. They've won $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly just for crash victims. That's 30 to 40 times what the insurance offered. If you are in an accident or if you're injured in any way, you should know how to protect your rights. Don't overthink it. Take action to protect your rights, and Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you the compensation you deserve if you become their client. And here's the best part. It's 100% free unless you win some money. If you think you got a case, you're just a few clicks away from changing your entire life. You can start your claim now at www.forthepeople.com/Mac or by scanning the QR code on the screen from your phone's camera.
If he would have went, Adam would have left that studio with his own missing fingers.
Right.
4Extra feels disrespected. The people around 4Extra feels disrespected. Now, in this situation, I can't tell Adam what to do, right? Because I don't run Adam's business.
Right.
But if you are the boss, there are certain lines I believe employee and a boss shouldn't cross.
Yeah.
Once that line gets crossed, you got to look in that mirror as a boss and say, hold on, like, what am I doing here, bro? Like, my employees are sending me subtle threats. What's going on?
Yeah,
I've lost complete control.
That's crazy,
the case,
though.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy.
I got to now reel things in.
That's crazy.
But I feel like what goes on is because Adam is so cool that Adam becomes friends with these dudes. And when he becomes friends with them, they no longer see him as like the employer, as the boss. They see him as the homie.
That's why
now they can summon him for DPs, and they can summon him for put-offs, or you feel me? They can summon him to whoop on him.
Right.
Opposed to if this was a corporate job, you not telling your corporate boss, pull up and see what's up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, in the case of betrayal or loyalty, I think 4Extra has a point. A couple of months ago, Adam had the opportunity to interview B Brazy, who a lot of employees thought would have been a great interview for the platform and would have done a lot of views. Even Brick Baby thought that Adam should have done the interview.
How do these LA gang niggas get clout? Like, it's like every day this nigga Flacco speak of some other gangbanger from LA that just got all the clout in the world. And I don't...
But Adam rejected to do the interview because B Brazy and 4Extra had issues. Now, B Brazy wasn't going to be coming to the building. B Brazy is in jail, so he would have done the interview, virtually. And Adam still refused to do it due to the issues with B Brazy and 4Extra. So if that's the case, and you showed that loyalty, I think you set a precedent, right? I think you told 4Extra, hey, if you don't like somebody, we won't interview them, because you set the precedent with B Brazy. So,
but that I don't subscribe to no shit like that, because it's like gang. So what the fuck? If you get into it with Kanye West, I can't interview Kanye. Like you get what I'm saying though? Like that's like, this is business at the end. This is how I feel. Just me personally. You see what I'm saying? But this business though, man. Like what I'm supposed to do.
Expecting that moving forward. Adam can say, hey, bro, like don't punish me for doing the right thing. Don't punish me for being a good friend in that moment.
Yeah.
But I can't run my business that way. 4Extra has a lot of people he don't like.
Right.
So if I made one concession, don't mean I'm going to make other concessions. But 4Extra isn't thinking that way. He's thinking, hey, bro, the rules have been set. If I don't like somebody, you're not messing with them. But ever since then, Adam has brought on Munchie B as a full-time Tuesday show replacement for Brick Baby. Adam has brought on another 4Extra enemy, well, not really enemy, somebody he don't like, in Young Ant. He also has been bringing on King Tylenol for multiple interviews on
King
Jumper,
Tylenol?
and 4Extra don't like him. So I feel like even though 4Extra may have expected the loyalty would be Brazy, ever since then, Adam has done a great job at kind of letting him know, hey, bruh, we're going to interview whoever we want to interview, regardless of if you have issues with them or not.
Right.
And 4Extra, for the most part, has been pretty good about it. He really hasn't complained, really hasn't said too much about it. He has always been a professional, done his job and kept it cordial and friendly with No Jumper.
Yeah.
Even though he was cool with it in the past, it's very understandable. I think everyone watching this video could understand how his mind could change, especially when he's in the hospital after blowing off his head.
Okay.
And he turns on the internet and he sees his enemy on No Jumper making a mockery out of his hands, laughing and celebrating him losing his hand. And he's looking at No Jumper like, damn, I've been here for a couple of days and my enemies is already on the platform making fun of me losing my hand. What's going on here?
But you got to understand the business, bro. Adam knows that if he interviews your op right now, because your hand is a trending topic, you see what I'm saying? So he knows if he interviews your op right now, 9 times out of 10, your op is going to say some crazy type shit that's going to get people to click on the interview and watch it. He don't really care about how you feel about the situation. He just care about the ratings, the views, and the money. You see what I'm saying? Which is, as a boss, that's all he's really supposed to care about. You feel me?
This 4 Extra and No Jumper situation is more serious than you think, because Adam would reveal that 4 Extra has been hitting up like competitors of No Jumper and asking them, hey, I can bring my first interview to your platform for $50,000. He even hit up a friend of No Jumper in Vlad and was selling his interview to Vlad as well. Now, Adam would also reveal, now this is the shocking part,
right?
That kind of made me see, okay, maybe this is not heading towards a amicable reunion, because Adam will let it slip that 4 Extra doing this may affect the renegotiation process when 4 Extra wants to come back to No Jumper and renegotiate a new deal. Because Adam would also reveal that 4 Extra is currently in an exclusive deal with No Jumper.
So he can't do nothing
The next day, and I haven't spoken to him since then. I actually gave him a call this morning, and he didn't pick up. I don't know how late he's sleeping in at this point. But the next day, I got contacted by 2 different people in this content space who told me that they had conversations with him about his request to be paid handsomely for an interview. They both informed me that they spoke to him, that they turned him down, and then they told me how the conversation went. I didn't reach out for this information. They just reached out to me.
Right.
So 4 Extra is out there digging for gold, trying to find someone who wants to invest in his comeback tale.
Nobody's paying you
as
50
far
racks,
as
bro.
if his return interview will be on No Jumper.
You might want to bring
don't
that
know.
down.
I'm waiting to speak to him, so I will have to leave you guys in wait for that information.
Or so,
There's your
all right,
update.
so people have been in them up, or he reached out to 2 people in this space that we know.
He definitely reached out to Vlad, and Vlad was not feeling it. Vlad said that when he requested that he didn't even make him a counter offer because he just felt like it was so outlandish that it was just not even close.
Yeah, 50,000 is insane too.
I mean, he's shooting for the 50 bands. I don't know where he's gonna land.
His ass
but
gonna land on 3,000-4,000, gang. I'm sorry, ain't nobody paying. I ain't even trying to be funny, but ain't nobody paying you 50 racks, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think niggas would pay Drake 50,000. You know how much? Do you know how many views you got to get to make $50,000? You have to get about anywhere between, depending on how long the video is, anywhere between anywhere between 4 to about $6 or $7 million. I mean, million views is $50,000. If you on a good day, on a good video, if you get 1 million views, you'll get about anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000. So you need to multiply that by 5 to get 50,000. Your Drake ain't probably it's interviews with Drake on fucking YouTube that don't got 5 million views. So it's like you can't expect yourself to get the same, you know what I'm saying? To get anywhere close to that. And then you can't expect somebody to pay. If I pay you 50,000, I gotta be at least making 75. At least goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Make 50% of my money back. What the fuck?
For sure. Then, I mean, I assume he does one high-priced interview maybe at some point, and then he comes and speaks to me afterwards and tells me, oh, let's get back to a regular content schedule. But the thing about it is that it's like, you know, if he's playing hardball, I'm playing hardball.
Right.
So when it comes time to renegotiate, who knows where we land. So, you know, the people out there, You can all wait. You'll find out more information in the near future, but that's where I'm at as far as the 4 Extra return.
Adam is clearly upset. Like, clearly. You can even tell when Adam speaks about, hey, man, if you go ahead and do this and you come back, I mean, am I more inclined to give you more money? I don't. So Adam is clearly upset, but Adam kind of knows you kind of have to play nice in this situation because when you're somebody who runs the company, 4 Extra is talent. You kind of want to retain that talent, even though you personally feel like you got burned by your friend.
Right.
You kind of want to still play nice because he's still your employee that you want to retain.
Right.
So Adam is trying to play nice, but eventually, man, Trapler Ross and Brandon kind of call Adam out like, bruh.
Like, man.
You feel a certain way, man. Like, just say, like, you feel like he crossed you. You feel like he did you wrong. You feel like you were loyal to him and he crossed you. Just say it.
Right.
And they did a really great job at pressing Adam over this.
That's totally fair.
But 4 Extra had an exclusive deal with No Jumper. That being said, it wasn't contractually binding, but I'm also just not going to sue 4 Extra. So that's why I don't,
Adam, I feel like there's like a degree of maybe saltiness just in general that you kind of don't want to play ball with his new attitude. Is that fair? Like not getting invited to the hospital, him wanting to get the money. Like, are you feeling as good about 4 Extras as you did before this happened, or do you feel like there's a little bit of animosity there?
I'm still feel the same way I felt before. Well,
I don't think there's any animosity. I just don't think Adam's finna drop the 50K.
Man, you get paid to say that.
That don't mean shit.
I'm detecting the microaggressions.
No.
Stop.
The only way I feel, I feel a little bit of a way because he's been acting weird to me.
I feel like
he acted weird to me on the phone the other day, like he's salty about me asking his op what they thought about him blowing his hand off.
But
I mean, to me, that's kind of like, oh, okay, you like don't even get how No Jumper works if you think I'm not gonna do that.
Exactly. Exactly. You don't understand how this works if you think that he wasn't going to do that. Like,
didn't get you trying to pretend like it don't phase you. You cool. We can tell.
Brandon, I'm a ruthless businessman.
But you're also irritated and you're a little bit upset with 4 Extras for trying to go elsewhere with the content when you've been so loyal to him. Let's be real.
Go do that.
4 Extras is
How am I
unhireable
loyal to
beyond
him?
No Jumper.
I fuck with him, but I'm asking his op about his hand. So why can't he go try to get a bag?
I respect Adam for that. Nigga, I'm not overly loyal to him. I'm on a podcast asking his op about his blown up hand. So how would I look getting mad at another nigga for going to go to another interview to get some money? I can't. Honestly, bro, that was some real nigga shit.
Hey, from Shannon Sharp.
Because he No Jumper.
Brilliant poker face. Brilliant poker face. But I've been friends with Adam for about 3 years. I can tell you this, okay? Adam's pet peeve, because I've seen Adam deal with people, breakups, mending friendships. Adam pet peeve is feeling like he's being held hostage. Feeling like he don't have control over certain things. Like, for example, when AD, T-Rel, and everybody was at No Jumper, Adam began to feel a way when he felt like his business was kind of like going away from his grip. He felt like his business, he didn't have complete control over his business anymore.
Yeah.
It felt like people in the building who he employed essentially in some aspect had more power than him, in terms of like what happened on certain shows, in terms of who was hired. He just felt like, man, like I'm losing control of the ship. And then he made changes. So with this 4 extra situation, Adam is feeling like, yo, I'm losing control here.
Yeah.
I'm being held hostage here.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, yo, I get 50,000 or else I'll lose you.
Right.
And when you put Adam in that situation, Adam is always going to take the other route. Like, when you tell Adam, hey, it's either me or this person, Adam is picking that person. Adam hates being given alternatives or feeling like he's being held hostage.
Yeah.
In this situation with 4 Extra, he can say he's not affected by it, but when he's asked to expound on the business relationship and how things can be mended, his words would tell you he has an issue with it. Because when Trapler Ross would press him further, Adam would say, hey, listen, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to do whatever I want. And I can't guarantee that you doing what you want won't affect, your salary or how you're paid over here.
Right. It's like you guys were kind of working, you got a contract. Yeah, contract's not really worth anything, especially working with a street dude that's just going to say fuck off. You can't really sue somebody that's
to jail whenever.
That's in the streets that don't care. But it's like, I guess it's just. Do you feel like maybe there's a version that you could negotiate? Maybe a 25,000 would be worth it to No Jumper for his first interview, or is that out the window?
No, it's not real that much. No,
not worth that.
But he was doing
either.
numbers before, right? Before this happened, he was still getting numbers in the door.
25,000 is so much money.
What's the number that you would be happy?
Even
to
25,000 again, bro. You're gonna have to get 2, 3 million, 4 million views to goddamn make the money back.
The same one we were doing before. But I'm not. Either way, all I'm saying is that I fuck with him. But am I gonna give him a huge bump in pay because he blew his hand off? I don't really understand that.
But you've got to admit the price gone up, right? He's national news. You got to admit that his price went up, and maybe you do got to put in a little more to get this.
He is wise to play that card. I'm not biting.
How can his
get some money?
That's
for sure.
He should go get it. And then he could come home, and then we could have another conversation. But it might not be as good as it was before.
Right.
Might up your prior deal by going somewhere else.
Right.
Do you think he could hold down a pod of his own? Like if you said, okay, well, here's the deal. We're going to give you a really nice amount. Your comeback's going to be on this pod, and it's going to be like an end of the day type thing. And you're gonna run this off the back.
In theory, I think that there could be something there. That being said, I do feel like I'm not really into the idea of just giving people shows. I think we all saw how that went with DW Flame and Brick Baby, where they were all of a sudden they were taking money from girls to come on and do wig infomercials and shit. Like I'm not into giving anybody that much freedom on the platform. I feel like anything that we're gonna do at this point needs to be a little bit more managed. It needs to be a little bit more controlled. Because all right, I'll give you an example. Is that at one point we tried to do the Crip Mac show, and we had Crip Mac reacting to different clips and videos, which, a lot of people do that kind of content on YouTube. Even like Mr. Beast had like a reaction channel around the same time. So I'm thinking Crip Mac reacting to stuff is great.
Right.
I don't think it didn't really work because it's like people wanted to see Crip Mac and me. So you have someone who's totally wild, crazy, funny, ridiculous, and then you have someone who's at least a little bit normal in the form of me. And that way, like, you have the crazy person playing off the sort of normal person. And I think that if it's just a crazy person being crazy the whole time, not to say that Forrest is just some crazy dude, but like, I wouldn't say that he naturally knows how to put a podcast together on his own. I feel like he's always going to have to be offset with somebody
else
can kind of like rein them in a little bit, because otherwise it's going to be like, you see this 3-minute clip, it's probably going to be like a 2 hours of that.
The possibility that 4 Extra would come back at this time and get a reduce in payment, I think the possibility for that is absolutely zero. Now, it's a good negotiation strategy to start off at a lower number, but it's an almost 0% chance. Because let's just say 4 Extra was making, I don't know, $7,000 a month. If he comes back and they offer him $4,000, is he going to take it? I don't know.
Right.
It depends what's out there. It's the possibility of 4 Extra doing 3 interviews for $2,500 a piece every month.
No.
Is that a possibility? Is that out there for him?
No.
Would a Kim Capone pay him, let's say, $2,500?
No.
Or other platforms
not
every month recurrently?
No.
Like, no matter what?
No.
You got $7,500 coming in?
It's not realistic.
I don't know. Maybe that's out there for him, especially right now.
Right now, yeah. But every single month, I don't think it's very realistic. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it's very realistic. Just me personally, but.
But, yeah, I don't think he's going to take less. I think, is he going to come back and ask for more? Possibly. Is Adam going to do it? I feel like Adam really wanted that first interview back.
Yeah.
Because he feels like,
it'll go viral.
Yo, I've paid a lot of money up front. 4 Extra has went to jail a couple of times. So we really haven't really got all the content we paid for out of 4 Extra yet.
Right.
So that first interview back would have done like 1 million views, and Adam would have felt really good about it.
For sure.
So another platform getting that 1 million views, Adam would pretty much say, man, the second or third interview may not hit as much, man. I'm not really inclined to give you a bump to 10 or 15,000 a month. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about?
I don't know. It's kind of petty though. Like,
Charleston White is currently getting backlash for insensitive borderline cruel comments he made about 4Extra. While 4Extra is still dealing with his
But
tragedy.
y'all, come on, y'all knew that, though. Why we keep acting like we surprised by what Charleston White say for?
In this video, that you probably already know that 4Extra lost his hand while playing. Charleston White is currently getting backlash for insensitive, borderline cruel comments he made about 4Extra. While 4Extra is still dealing with his tragedy.
But y'all, come on, y'all knew that, though. Why we keep acting like we surprised by what Charleston White say for?
In this video, that you probably already know that 4Extra lost his hand while playing with fireworks on July 4th.
Right.
It was a mixed reaction. A lot of people sent their sympathy while others celebrated 4Extra's misfortunes. Now, one of those people that's adding to the celebration of his misfortunes is Charleston White. Charleston White and 4Extra don't have a history of beefing. There's not a series of YouTube videos where these two are feuding and going back and forth.
Right.
This would appear to be random if you didn't understand the circumstances surrounding these two. Charleston White is a former Rolling 60 Crip. He is publicly
I ain't gonna lie, he looked funny as hell when he was young, though. I ain't gonna lie.
The gang had dropped his flag. And since doing so, he's been like a strong advocate against gangbanging. But more specifically, he has a special type of hatred in his heart for anything under neighborhood Crips. For all Crips under the neighborhood card, he hates them. 4Extra would fall under the neighborhood card because 4Extra is from 40s.
Right.
Charleston White also despises Adam 22 and No Jumper. So by default, he attacks anything associated with Adam 22 and No Jumper.
I will say, Adam 22 and No Jumper, it be some weirdo going on over there. You know what I'm saying? He got his wife getting hit on the you feel me, on the freaky tapes, on the hub. He got his wife getting hit and he watching the video. It's a lot of weird shit going on. Every 5 minutes we see something about No Jumper. Just the crazy shit going. I'm like, so I'm scared of No Jumper. Like No Jumper is like a goddamn ritual at this Illuminati sacrifice or something. Like I ain't like.
I found this out the hard way because I would look online and seeing Charleston White would attack me or do live streams on me. And once we hopped on the phone, it was all good. You feel me? You know, and he let me know that he don't got no personal issues with me. So we was able to squash it and move forward as men. Right. Charleston despises Adam so bad that he's now taking aim at 4Extra's GoFundMe.
Oh my God.
Something this wholesome is now being disparaged by Charleston White. See, Charleston White is using this GoFundMe to attack Adam as well. So he's shaming 4Extra for needing a GoFundMe, but he's also going at Adam for only donating $1,000 or for 4Extra working at No Jumper and needing a GoFundMe in the first place.
Right.
Mr. No Jumper, Mr. Adam 22 is supposed to help you. Cuz why y'all begging poor people for money? Who want to help a guy that beat up black people?
I agree with that though. I agree with that. You got on change, you on this big show, and you using the poor people who don't got money and you begging them for money to help you with your medical bills because you blew your hand. Like, it ain't like somebody did something to you. You know, it ain't like you caught like God forbid, but it ain't like you caught like a disease or something. You know what I'm saying? And you get what I'm saying though? You blew your own hand up. And you supposed to be the rich, tough gangster gang member who own No Jumper and getting all the money, and he crip. He got the big old chain and he run LA and he from Fort. You know what I'm saying though? That's the only thing I ain't never understood that about who got clout and like you can't go sell something to somebody, you can't go do some content and make the 30K. Like I don't know, that GoFundMe, everybody started GoFundMe. Like I don't know.
So who wanna donate to that nigga? For disability. Matter of fact,
right?
Don't you work for No Jumper? He can't get them boxing matches no more. I heard y'all mad at Aaron the Plumber.
So get this, my uncle accidentally became a millionaire because of a bird and some walnuts. Long story short, he driving home from work and a bird flies through his window and try to steal the walnuts that he was eating. Out of nowhere, a drunk driver in an 18-wheeler truck comes out of nowhere, smacks his car, totals it, and he ends up in a hospital for 42 days. Now this is where it get better. He got a lawyer from Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury firm, and they handled all the paperwork, all the appointments, all the additional costs, and my uncle is now a millionaire living in Florida. So if you get seriously hurt, your case can be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan does not play around with lowball offers. They're the biggest for a reason. They've won a lot, and it only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. They've won $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly just for crash victims. That's 30 to 40 times what the insurance offered. If you are in an accident or if you're injured in any way, you should know how to protect your rights. Don't overthink it. Take action to protect your rights, and Morgan & Morgan will fight to get you the compensation you deserve if you become their client. And here's the best part. It's 100% free unless you win some money. If you think you got a case, you're just a few clicks away from changing your entire life. You can start your claim now at www.forthepeople.com/Mac or by scanning the QR code on the screen from your phone's camera.
Cause he making fun of no extra. Now I'm making fun of no extra.
Oh no.
He should have died.
Oh no.
He should have died from the explosion. Many black people he done hurt. A big old mouth. Got everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is where I got to be upfront with my particular biases.
No, that's crazy.
Because if you remove 4Extra's name from this statement and you put another person's name, a random name, I probably wouldn't have an issue with what Charleston White is saying.
For sure.
I'll probably applaud Charleston White. But because I got to know 4Extra, and I know that man and as a person, and I understand how many people he take care of. Now, he do have enemies. Some of these enemies are people he engaged in mutual combat with. It's a mutual understanding. And it's not really bullying.
Right.
But I can definitely understand the optics when people see videos like the one with 607 Unk.
Yeah.
And him standing over
like, after all, you not the people gonna feel bad for, bro. You're not that person. You're not that guy. You're the guy who run around when you want to smack everybody, whoop everybody, shoot everybody. You got 1,000,010 ops. You walk around how you out and you will do this and you on No Jumper talking about who you will kill because he said this and that. And then something bad happened to you and you get on the internet. I'm not donating to no like that. Now I donate to money to the 30-year-old mom with 2 kids who the police killed her husband and now she got 2 kids by herself and she didn't work, so she don't know what she gonna do, and the kids got a disease, and that's the person I donate to. Or the person who lost their house, they fired. You know what I'm saying? The innocent police officer who always help people, but he lost his house to a fire or something like that. That's the I'll donate thousands of dollars to. But again, that one I'm sorry. That's just me.
You automatically judge that as if he's a bully, but I know that man and he's not a bully.
You did.
Now this is where I now have to disregard 4Extra being mentioned.
Okay.
And let's say Charleston White was talking about a random gang member.
Right.
Let's just say he takes out 4Extra and Charleston White was talking about gang member X.
Right.
Then yeah, he's 100% correct. All right.
Right.
As a gang member, gang members don't get to be out here, right, committing crimes, violating our communities.
For sure.
Terrorizing it, destroying it for the babiys.
Killing people.
Sitting at parks all day.
Robbing people.
Making the parks unsafe for the kids to play with, making the streets unsafe for grandmamas to walk on.
Right.
And then once something tragic happens, he says, hey, I want the community to rally around me and help me.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I completely understand the frustration. But what I will tell Charleston White to be cautious of is, yo, you could be in the same circumstance and people could apply the very same principles and logic to you.
That's true too. Because Charleston White, you one of them people who say too. You know what I'm saying? If something bad happened to you, a lot of people ain't gonna be too ready to help you either.
Was a former gang member. Charleston White has been arrested for multiple felonies involving assault with a deadly firearm. Charleston White could be considered a loudmouth, right? So
yeah.
So if the same rules that you're applying to 4Extra and claiming that 4Extra don't deserve help from the community because of this, that can also be applied to you with your history of being a part of the Rolling 60s, with your history of engaging in crime, with your history of being a quote-unquote mouth.
Don't you work for the white man 4Extra? I heard they for the violate you. I hope them white folks send your ass for playing with firecrackers.
That's actually a pretty likely possibility. I feel like the only reason why 4Extra is currently not back in jail It's because 4 Extra is off probation or off parole.
Okay.
If he was still on the ankle monitor or still on parole, that probation officer would have probably violated
him
because
for
the
having...
type of fireworks that 4 Extra had in his hand
is
on
illegal?
Instagram, those are illegal.
Oh, okay. I ain't know that.
On Vernon Block.
They illegal.
Vernon Ave.
They illegal for a reason. I ain't playing with no fireworks, folks. Like, I leave that to y'all. That to me, that sound like I'm playing with a big ass bomb. Why do I want to play with bombs? You see what I'm saying? I'm cool on the bombs. I don't know why people do that. I ain't really never been too fond. I did that shit a few times as a kid, and that was it. This shit blowing up, burning people. I'm cool. I don't want to do that. Y'all could do that.
As you say.
I don't want to do that.
Vernon Ave. I hear you got some visually impairment like me. Come on over here with the blind people.
He talking about come over here with the blind people.
Come on over here with the blind people. Come on over here. Bro. Nigga. And by the way, son, boy, I heard you done lost your sight in one eye. You ain't got that power punch fish no more. You finna have brittle knuckles now. Flesh.
Extra, while they playing, it's just your hand, it's not your arm. I say tell them to just, you know what I'm saying? Get one of them, like, man, tell them to build you one of them robotic arms that's made of all steel. You see what I'm saying? Because you still got your left hand. So get you a metal, just steel, silver, fake hand. Bing! Can you imagine knocking them out with a metal hand? Bing, 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 bing. They turn into the Terminator overnight, I'm telling you.
My way to the bank. One thing about me, something happened to me, I ain't gonna need no GoFundMe. I'm not gonna need it. Matter of fact, I got celebrity friends, by the way. I got a Jewish nephew and Jewish friends that love me to death. 4 Extra, I hear you and your family, you and your mammy and your sister is online with a GoFundMe, but y'all didn't tag No Jumper. I thought Mr. No Jumper, Mr. Adam 22, is supposed to help you gangbanging, cuz. On the set, cuz, on Vernon Avenue, cuz.
If I'm Adam, I'm strongly considering firing all employees or just stop the hiring process altogether, man. Because there's this unfair standard when it comes to Adam, I believe. Yo, no other employer is responsible for all their employees' problems, bro. Like, if you don't tell Bank of America, hey, yo, your employee got a GoFundMe, you should fund it all.
Yeah.
That's not really a thing, bro. Right? It's
I agree with that.
If you are hired to do a job,
it ain't like you got hurt doing my job. You blew your own hand off. Why? Just because I pay, because you got a job at my podcast, I gotta pay for everything that happened to you, my guy? I don't know. That's the little. Yeah.
Obligations to you is what I'm paying you to do your job. Outside of that, if I want to help you out, hey, bro, you know, you got some problems, inconveniences, you got a $30,000 GoFundMe, here's $1,000. I feel like that should be enough.
Valid,
But to require that I essentially fund all the issues and all the problems for all my employees is crazy. Because think about all the issues that have arisen from No Jumper employees. When Brick Baby went to jail, y'all told Adam he's flawed for not paying for Brick Baby's lawyer and giving him bail.
Like, come on, bro.
Right? Even though Brick don't got bail.
I ain't tell that nigga had to go. Come on, man.
$30,000. He should now fund the entire $30,000. Like it's unfair because at that point it's like, if I'm paying these people, but I'm still obligated outside of paying these people to also take care of all their problems. You know, at that point, bro, it's not really feasible to run a business that way, man. So you might as well just shut it down.
Yeah.
On Vernon Avenue, cuz I thought I thought
Charleston, you still smoking swishers, man? No, you need grabber leaf, bro. Y'all be thinking up in the wrong, man. You smoking on swishers? Come on, bro. If it's not grabber leaf, it ain't right. Y'all supposed to know the rules on this channel, bro.
Now you can't fight.
Tripping, bro.
Can't get in the ring, get that nice bag in you. Now you back off to the slums of the ghetto of Los Angeles, California. Vernon Ave, to be exact. California can't win it all. You, Crip Mac, Brick Baby, Gonzo, Nina Boy, Bosco, boy, Melvin Farmer, Monster Cody, what's the boy name got stabbed in the neck? Drake the Ruler. What's the other boy? All you boy California niggas is cursed. Not only that,
for real though,
y'all
I ain't
ain't
gonna
got no talent. Outside of Drake, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say Drake. Oops. I didn't mean to say Drake.
Outside of Kendrick.
Outside of the Twisted Feet, Happy Feet, boy, Kendrick, what y'all got? Nothing. Y'all trying to No Jumper podcast that went down. What did he say? He going broke. So that's why, you know what? He made a public statement saying he going broke. That's why he can't donate.
I didn't know he said that.
I thought
That's
about giving you something. But then I thought about what good is to give a man to help him get repaired and restored when he hurt black people. I've never heard about 4 Extra fighting a Mexican or an Aryan Brotherhood.
This is a tad bit dishonest because 4 Extra has literally been to prison. If you've been to prison and you're telling me you've been to prison and did various stints, but you haven't fought a Mexican in prison, like, come on, bro. Like, I'm sure there's been riots. I'm sure there's been fights between races, bro. Like, no, I'm sure if we were taking bets, like if this was like prop bets, bro, it's probably more likely that 4 Extra has engaged in fights with a Mexican. And honestly, we haven't really heard about anybody that 4 Extra has fought, right? Like, there's names that really like have circulated, but you really haven't heard 4 Extra come on an interview and say, yo, I fought this person. Maybe only Jap 5 was the only person that 4 Extra has given a name for. But a lot of people has been wondering, yo, where the fades at? Yo, is there any footage of the fades? We haven't really seen it. So there's not really footage out there of him fighting any race. But I think it's likely that 4 Extra has fought a Mexican in his lifetime, bro. He grew up in LA and went to prison.
It's all black people. So no, we're not giving you hope you lose your hand, become a diabetic, and they have to cut that.
Oh, not a diabetic.
We hope
bro.
you lose
That's
your other
not
eye, fucker. We hope you lose your other eye. Your other eyesight. Mr. Mother. What's his name? What's the boy name, y'all? Mr. Mother. 4 Extra. We hope you lose your other eye. You know how hard it is, 4 Extra boy, for you to have to adjust at this age with one eye, and you've been kicking all your life. I bet you won't go.
I ain't gonna lie though, one eye is crazy.
Calling
Like,
for fame.
I want y'all to just do this, or just put something in front of your eye, and just see how much you can't see. And then, like, that's crazy. Like, this whole goddamn from here all the way here, I can't see. I gotta do this. That's crazy to me, bro. Having one eye is diabolical, bro.
Boy, now,
I'm just trying to figure out one thing I have not questioned in this series, 4 Extra series. How the hell did you blow up your hand, bro? When you playing with fireworks, you supposed to light the fireworks, stop them, run. How in the hell did you light the fireworks? You like what the fuck? Like you know, like Call of Duty, you can hear when you pull the grenade. It's like you pulled the grenade and kept it in your hand. You supposed to throw that. Do your homework on throwing that. You feel me? You're not supposed to. I just don't understand how that happened. I don't know.
Dumb people want to believe that 607 put voodoo on them. Tell 607 voodoo some money. Why voodoo people can't voodoo the lottery? Why they can't voodoo their family and get the family here? Why voodoo? I mean, ain't no such thing as no hoodoo, voodoo, boo-boo. That's some boo. All this what a million been in prison. Why he didn't put voodoo in prison?
I don't know about if voodoo true, but I know it's some type of spiritual warfare.
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man?
I don't care what nobody say. Like, some type of spiritual warfare is real. I think it is very possible for somebody to have like a darkness covering their brain. You feel me though? I believe in that. I don't care what nobody Big boy academics back in the news again, into it with G Herbo, aka Swervo. On them grave is going down. I got my coffee. Look at the pinky. I got my Twinkie. It's rolled up in that grabber leaf. We gonna take it in. Let's see what's going on. Ski.
Academics is currently involved in some huge drama with G Herbo and other Chicago artists. This week particularly, there's been a considerable amount of Academics hate going around. I don't know if it's something that's in the water, but a lot of people called out Academics this week. G Herbo, another Chicago artist called Prince Dre. You even had Jaguar Wright call out Academics. Now, in the case of G Herbo and Prince Dre, they called out Academics for his coverage on war in Chirac.
What do you make of
You guys are serious.
of like the content creators that have made careers basically off of you guys, like Academics or Vlad, or like people that are like people that cover you guys and have like made money off of it?
See, if I was the type of I don't give a about that shit. If I did, I'd probably be like, yeah, you know, cut me in or do something. Like, I feel like all those kind of guys, what they should do is give to a non-profit organization in Chicago that I'm gonna challenge them to do that. Like,
what's
Academics, Vlad, all you niggas that done made money off of culture and people dying and bloodshed and shit.
Bro, the rappers make money off of the people dying in culture and all the same shit. As soon as one of y'all ops die, first thing y'all do, make a diss song. Hop on right on YouTube. What you talking? Come on, gang. What we talking about, bro? What we talking about, gang? Y'all encourage the dying, make money off the dying. Y'all whole career is based on dissing ops and shit. Like, nigga. But we supposed to give back and do all this extra shit. And I do think everybody should give back, but we supposed to do all this extra shit because we just making videos about it. And some of us make videos about it and discourage people from going to the streets while y'all in the videos with the guns telling people to go slide. What we talking about?
Go donate $20,000 or $50,000 to a nonprofit organization that focus on just the betterment of kids. That's my opinion, personal opinion.
Let's bounce on the tip, bounce. That wasn't deep enough! Deepest sword. And the game's about... Let's bounce on the tip, bounce. That wasn't deep enough! Deepest sword. And the game's about... I don't know, bro. I don't know. There was a sword and a dragon, though, so it's about slaying a dragon. Let's see. Venture deep into the cavern, longing. Okay, is that it? Long, the dragon lies ahead. Bro, I'm not worried about no dragon, bro. This dragon can have it. This dragon can get it.
Who dares challenge me? Take your best stab.
How do I stab? Is it even in? I've brought you back. I made your blade longer. How did you bring me back? Drive it in deeper this time. Okay, I'll drive it in deeper. How did you bring me back? The cavern looks deeper than before. Wait. Come on. Okay, I guess I can't go that route. Guess I have to take the bottom route. I've always been a bottom. I'm used to being pegged.
Get some help.
I can't get this big ass sword through this. Oh, yes I can. Oh, it's about the motion in the ocean. This game is teaching you about life. It's always some places you think you might not fit in, and then you just do it. And then you wait. And then you I just put it in just right. Come on. Yuck. What? See, I don't even know how I did that, but it's the emotion in the ocean. You're welcome. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're climbing to slay this dragon. We're climbing. What is that red thing in the dragon?
Here to try again?
Yes, ma'am. All right, let me. Yeah, come on. It's not working? How do I put it in? Am I stupid? Yeah. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, come on. What? Oh, I don't know how to put it in the hole. I can't get it in correctly. They didn't tell me how to put it in right. You're telling me I'm not in the hole right there? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That tickles. You know how hard it was to put it in? I've lengthened your blade a bit more this time. Be careful of its weight. Bro, I am not worried about the weight of this blade. It's getting deeper and deeper. I didn't know this was a strategy game. No. Come on. I should be able to fit through this. I should be able to get my sword up there. Come on. Come on. Come on! Okay, okay. Maybe I just can't fit up there. You have to go where you... I know I can't fit here. I know I can't fit here. Oh. Oh, maybe I can. Wait, maybe I can. What? Okay, boom. 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 No, I can't fit through this. Okay. Ah! Okay, I'm gonna try to put in the sword in first down here. We're gonna try to do this. We're gonna, like, this is okay. Come on, come on, come on, tickle it, yes, come on. I'm stuck. Okay. Come on, get up there. Are you serious? Why did I fall? Y'all saw that. He really wanted to go up there. I feel dumb. No, like, why do I feel so stupid? Why do I feel like it's so simple and I'm just not doing it? Can I balance on the tip? Okay. We can't even jump. That's the worst part. Like, I have to wiggle this thing just to move anywhere. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Wiggle it in there. Yeah. Can I tell the guy that my sword is too long? No way. Come on. Just get...
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Oh my god. Ah! How did I do that? I don't know and I don't care. I'm a genius by default. I don't even have to think about it. Yeah, I don't need to go up there anyways. I don't need to go up there anyways. Just wiggle that. I'm playing parkour, but with a sword. That's what this feels like. Why is this character so clumsy? Come on, put the tip on. Put the tip on. Put the tip on. Come on. Yeah! Okay. Do it again. Do it. Just put the tip on it. Put the tip on it. No, that's not enough tip. That's not enough tip. You need more tip than that. More tip. He's moving by himself. Like, I'm not moving him. I think that's the frustrating point. Like, when he moves, like, when I have it up in the air and he moves, that's not me who's moving him. Like right there, I'm not moving him. I'll put the tip on it. Put the tip on it. Okay. Put the tip on it. Okay. Okay. This game is pissing me off. Oh, it's just so damn big. You can't even walk with it. Like, I have to get the sword on the very edge. Oh yeah, I don't like this prick. This is the worst knight I've ever seen. Wait, so how come my tip can touch I can get my tip to touch the bottom, but Lord forbid if I want my tip to touch the top. Look, I'm in perfect position. Then he wants to move back. Like, what are you moving for? This is what happens, right? I'm on the edge. I put the sword on the edge. It just falls. I fall. I can't even graze it. Ah! No. No. Please. A slow fall slips less? What the fuck does that... What the hell does that even mean? What does that mean? Okay. What the does this mean? A slow fall slips less? Man, at this point, I wish I had erectile dysfunction. This is ridiculous. If you ever feel bad for having a small dingling, don't. Because there's places you can't reach. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes certain things a lot harder. If you have a bigger thing on you, it just makes some things frankly impossible. Apparently, y'all see that? I have that tip balance though. Y'all like that tip balance? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Who you know riding tips like this? I don't know what the hell a slow fall means. I ain't never seen a just decide, oh, let me just start falling down slower in real life. But maybe some people have that power. I mean, I just don't have that. So I'm gonna just keep just randomly trying things and just pray for the best. Just get on it, you fat. So we're gonna try to slow fall it. So he did like this. He walked. He did like that. 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 He did. What? This is like closing in on that Roblox game. You never see it come back. It doesn't fucking swing. It doesn't fucking swing. It doesn't swing. It just lets me fall, but it doesn't swing. Press 0. How did I do that? How did I do that? Oh my god. Oh my god, I did it. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it. I don't even know how. I don't even know how, but I did it. Now we're back here. Okay. Now the dragon's back up. Let's see what you got. Oh, I got this thing for you. Oh yeah, I got this thing for you. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I felt something that time. So why did you kill me, bro? Such links may be troublesome. Last link was troublesome. It is even deeper now. Don't give up. Oh my. Oh, this is. I'm getting trapped at the entrance? Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yep, this is troublesome. This is troublesome. Oh my god, this is troublesome. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I know how I'm supposed to wield it. Yeah. Just like this. I almost can't move with it on the ground though. That's crazy. Okay. No, not again. We just went over this. Not again. Come on. Yeah. Yo, no. We're not going through this again. We're not doing it. This big thing is really troublesome. Now we're doing what we need to. There we go. Now we're at a whole new level, which is fantastic. Let's see what this level consists of. Okay, I use that one just to maneuver. Yep. Jesus. Oh, so we really getting messy with this ding-a-ling. I mean, it's not a ding-a-ling, it's a sword. There we go. Come on. Why is this such a journey because of this long thing? Why is this what this is? Come on. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Did I make it? Am I at the end? Why was that so much easier than the blue level? Why is the blue level so hard? Or why does the blue level cause me so much problems specifically? Okay. What a long sword you have. Oh yeah, yep. I'll get up there. I just realized that thing was right there. Yeah. It is. Let's shut up. Let's balance on the tip. That wasn't deep enough. You hold the longest sword in the land. It is the deepest sword. What do you mean it's the deepest sword? That doesn't even make sense. Don't you mean longest? So deep. That's not a... Swords are long. They're not deep. What are we talking about? No, he's talking about how deep the cave is. That's what he's talking about. That's what he's referring to. This is a long ass sword. I don't even know how we can control this thing, honestly. I don't know how we doing it. Yeah. Okay. We are moving with this big thing. Can I not just walk over there and just climb it like this? I should be able to, right? I should be able to clear this whole... Yeah, there we go. And now we're here. Y'all don't know, like, maneuvering with this long thing is ridiculous. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There, come on, come on. Yeah, flap with it, flap it, yeah. Yeah! Yeah, we call that the flap method. Yeah! Pivoting, yep. Flap with it, flap with it, flap with it, flap with it, yeah! Come on. Now, flap with it, flap. Yeah, pivoting. Damn it, it's so damn heavy! Flap it. Come on. Yeah, pivoting. Yeah! What? Okay. What the hell is happening here? Okay, I think this is what they really meant by pivoting too. What the hell is happening here? Okay. Boom. We got that. Okay. I don't know what to do right there. Okay. Okay. What do I do? Every time I fall, I'm just gonna close my eyes so I don't get depressed. Gosh. Come on. Flap with it. Come on. Flap with it. Flap. Okay. What do I do right here? Reach for it. Oh, really? What? Are you serious? Get up. Come on. Okay. Come on. Just go. Oh my God. How come I'm on a solid surface, but then I just end up slipping? What am I slipping on? Like if I'm standing on a solid surface, what am I slipping? What am I slipping on? Thoughts? What the hell is there? Is this ice? Am I slipping on cement? I can't walk. If I'm pressing the walk button and it don't do nothing. So what do? I can't move. I can't. I've been playing this game for nearly an hour. This is not an hour-long game, but somehow me playing it is turning it to an hour-long game. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Come on. Oh my God. Come on. Just keep one little inch at a time. Just okay. I didn't know that was gonna work that easily. Oh, I know how to do it. Yep. Huh? Come on. There we go. Oh my God, we finally did it. After literally an hour. Not done? Why are we not done yet? Why are we not done yet? We should be done. There shouldn't be no more game left. There should be no more puzzles left. There really shouldn't be no more puzzles left. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been stressing at this long enough. Like, oh my God. Okay. Flop it in there. Yep. Come on. Sit in. I wish you would just get in there. Yes, get in there. Thank you. Oh my God, we finally got it in here. Oh, this took an hour. We spent an hour doing this. This is ridiculous. This is probably my poorest excuse of gaming in history. The Roblox was not my poorest excuse. This is. Wait a minute. What? What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Yeah. You like that? Ah! Congratulations for playing. Oh my goodness, you came for me. Yes, I did. Oh my God. Oh, we did all that just to make a fucking dragon nut.